Hey, welcome to another Slow MTG video. I am going to crack open the Commander decks from Edge of Eternities as promised. But before that, I wanted to give you a quick highlight over some of the types of foil variants you can get from the collector boosters, as you see here on the left. Crack some of these open. So these beautiful looking things look like a secret lair, but they're actually reminiscent of pulp covers, pulp novel covers. So the special guests, they look like that. There's quite a few of them, I think 10 of them. You've got your Galaxy Foil variants of this Stellar Sites. It's a land sheet that has lands like Ancient Tomb, Hissing Quagmire, bunch of different lands. They come in foil, non-foil, and Galaxy Foil. And then this is the Stellar Sites poster lands, or they look like posters, but in this case it's a viewport. Sorry, there are three types. There's poster lands in Galaxy Foil, Stellar Sites, and Galaxy Foil, what is this? Anyway, viewport lens, which I don't know who can keep up. I try my best so you're not confused. Every box should come with at least one of these Japanese showcase variants. They come in English or in Japanese. Here's the one in English for Sothera the Super Void. And a fun one, Fractured Foils are back. You've got Sothera, the Japanese variants, but also as a Fractured Foil. Anyway, alright, just some of the cool variants you can get. Look out for them in your collector's boosters. But I want to say it's heavy on the top end, and the Fractured Foils are pretty hard to get. I think they're less than 1% of the print run. Anyway, there are two Commander decks from this set. One's Jund Lands, the other one's Jeskai, sort of artifacts type deck. Let's open the World Shaper, which is Sacrifice Lands, Grow Back Stronger. We've got, what have we got in these bad boys? We've got the box, which I will leave here in the backdrop. Got one of these boxes that you can use as a deck box. I usually, if I don't sleeve up my decks, I just chuck them in this and put them in a cupboard and forget about them until, I don't know, a couple months. Anyway, we've got Edge of Eternities, World Shaper Commander deck. This is a little bit of an explanation on how to play the deck. Oh, wow. Okay, they tell you about some cards and what you're trying to do. A little bit about Commander. A little bit about the two Commanders that come in this set. We've got a Collector Booster Sample Pack. 2 cards, some Punch-Out tokens, and the deck itself. Okay, so let us continue with looking at the deck. I might open the other one as well, so I can just crack into that at once. What is this? Oh, someone should just decode this. It's binary, I think. What does it say? I'm not sure. Let's see if this one says anything. This one has no message at all. Strange. 010 blah 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 blah. I wonder if it's a code. I'm sure it's a code for something. Cute wizards, cute. Love the little touches. Okay. Deck box sheet on how to play the deck. Collector booster sample, and of course the deck itself. Okay, which one shall we go? Let's do Jund Lands. I will open this one first. Can I zoom in? Alright, there we go. Commander itself, Earth Hole, the World Seed. There are 2 foils. There was a time where Commander decks came with an oversized Commander card, which you kind of didn't really use, and 3 foils. Or was it 5 foils? And then it was the 3 foils, and now we're down to 2 foils. But we do have, in exchange for having fewer foils, what we do have are 10, generally each deck has 10 exclusive to Commander variants. So I'm going to split the deck in half, and then we're going to have a look at them, so it's easy to hold in my hand. So we've got Earth Hull, the World Seed. In this case, spacecrafts is a thing, so it's Jund. We've got Legendary Artifact Spacecraft. Station is a new mechanic. Basically, it's sort of like Crew, but you can only do it at sorcery speed. You tap a creature, and you put counters in it to station it equal to the creature's power. And depending the different abilities here, if at 2+ counters, you can pay 1 and tap, sack a land, draw 2 cards. You may play additional land this turn. At 8+ Crew, it becomes a Flying Vigilance Haste spacecraft. Whenever you sack a land, each opponent loses 2 life. So that's pretty good. Yeah, let's see the secondary commander, which is Zarael, Genesis Shepherd. 2 black red, and green is a 2/5 flying insect druid. You may play lands from your graveyard. Whenever you sack another non-land permanent, non-token, permanent during your turn, put a number of +1/+1 counters equal to Sazeral's power and up to one other target creature. So you're trying to recur stuff from your graveyard, lands from your graveyard, and then sack non-token permanents. So that includes a land, fetch lands will count, and then you buff, put counters and stuff. Anyway, you got Humilian Waste Waker. I'll go through the new cards and then point out the reprints. I think this is new. 2 black, cool up by Matthias Cole Ross, 4/4. Whenever this creature attacks you and defending player, each discard a card and sack a permanent. You draw a card for each land card put in your graveyard this way. Not bad. Trying to get stuff, and it's got Encore as well. Got a Vandal Brush Razor. You might have seen me opening the collector's booster pack. Some of these new cards, they come in extended art treatment. So the slots, there are 20 cards to hit in those slots. So small subset to collect. Insect Borer 2/2. 2 in a red. Whenever you sack a non-token permanent, exile a top card of your library. During your turn, as long as you sack a non-token permanent this turn, you may play cards exile with this creature. Tap, sack a land, add red. Pretty good ramp, but also sort of an impulse type, not impulse, what is it? Well, exile, red's famous for those, exile type effects. Reckless impulse type effects. Alright, this is nice. Planetary Annihilation, 3 red. Each player chooses 6 lands you control and sacks the rest. Planetary Annihilations deals 6 damage to each creature. Sort of a board wipe. And Wizards are trying to do destroy all lands type cards. They used to do that with things like Jocklups, destroy every damn thing, but it sort of annoys everybody and resets the game effectively, including yourself. Got Bale of Prime, 3 and a green. This creature enters tapped with 6 stun counters. Whenever you sack a land, create a tapped 4/4 green beast creature token and untap this creature. It's pretty cool. 4 sack a land and gain 2 life. 4 mana, 10/10. So if you can find ways to... there's no evasion though to do that. But great for crewing. If you untap it, you would crew. Talking about crewing, look at this guy. Exploration, Brute Ship, 1 drop. Station 3, you may play additional land on each of your turns. Easy enough to crew up on turn 2 or 3. 8, flying once during each of your turns, you may cast a permanent spell from your graveyard by sacrificing a land in addition to its paying its other costs. So very good. The 10/10 could easily crew it. This is a cool card. Love the art by Philip Berberon. Sorry, I butchered your name. 2 and a green, 2/4. 2/4 is really good. It's like 6 power and toughness for 3 mana. Lands you control enter untap, so another sort of Amulet Vigor type effect. Whenever you attack a player, create a lander token. Now in sealed, lander tokens are a great way to ramp 2 mana and you sack it, search for basic and put it into play tapped. Scouring Swarm, 1 black green, 1/1, flying. Whenever you sack a land, create a tap token that's a copy of this creature of 7 or more land cards in graveyard. Otherwise, create a 1/1 black insect creature token flying. This could get out of hand really quickly like a swarm. Excuse me. Humilian Hatchery, tap, pay 1 life, add black. I think this might be a reprint. I'm not sure. Whenever this land is put in graveyard from the battlefield, for each hatchling counter on it, create a 1/1 black insect creature token. And they've also completed the cycle of bicycle and tangle lands. So this one is a bicycle land. Wizards have said that we need to find a place to complete the cycle. Fans have been asking for it, and they decided Commander. It's a good place to complete these two. So this is Tango on left. If you have 2 or more basic land, it untaps. It enters untapped. Of course, enters untapped with that other guy I showed you about earlier. Also, they are fetchable. They have basic. They have swamp and forest subtypes. Fable Passage. These are reprints. Braids reprint. God Eternal, Bontu, B-Act, Hammer Porphyros, Murag. This is a nice one. It's a nice reprint from Battle for Zendika. Zendika Rising. It's interesting. 4 red. It lets you landfall, lets you have an additional combat turn and untaps everything. So this is really nice reprint. Augur of Autumn reprint. Centaur Vine Crusher. Also, I haven't seen this card in a while. Formless Genesis. Oh, cool. Some of these have new art as well. I think this is new. Lone Crofter Fawn and Multani. I think these are reprints. Yeah, I think so. I'm not sure. Oracle Moldiah. Pest Infestation, new art. Rampaging Balos, I think new art. Splendid Wreck has new art. This is nice. Untaps lands. I'll return all land cards. Tireless Tracker. This is original art. Titania, Worldbreaker. Get rid of stuff. Escape to the Wilds. Lots of value here. Gaze of Granite. I haven't seen this in a while. Yeah, it's kind of a board wipe. Get Rock Monsters here as well. I didn't realize there's an arm out of his mouth. Corvol. This is a commander in its own right. Typical Jun type commander. Good reprint. Mazerak, Cruel Death Priest, Insect Shaman. Omnath, wow, all the land stuff is in here. Soul Windgrace, but I didn't put the Planeswalker Lord Windgrace in here. Grace's Judgment, World, Soul's Rage, and then let's come to the land slot. Got these Bicycle lands, Tango lands, Pain land, yeah, Cycling lands. So the mana base is just, oh, you even have a filter land. It's nice. The mana base on Commander is getting a lot better these days. So these things these reprints have created the price of these, but I'm just going to move this up and get more space. Making stuff all over everywhere. Anyway, yeah, these are kind of nice and great way to kind of fix your land screw. This is new art, Springbloom Druid, Binding the Old Gods, Arcane Signet, Soul Ring. It's got spacecraft emblems on those Commander staples. Good Command Tower, that's new art as well. Mountain Valley. Oh, what is this? Jeez, I feel like this is an old land from somewhere. Enters tap, you can sack it, search for... it's kind of really slow though. Well, you could search for the Tango and Bicycle lands as well. I feel like these are the poor man's fetch lands from... I can't remember which set. But anyway, cool to see them. Terramorphic Expanse. Good removal, Infernal Grass, Night's Whisper, draw cards, Sprouting Goblin. Aftermath Analyst, this is good, seeing some play. Beast Within, Staple, Cultivate, Ramp, Groundskeeper, return stuff from basic land from graveyard to hand. Herald, this is nice, you sack land and then ramp. Nature's Law, Roiling Regrowth, Satyr Wayfinder, Sky Shroud Claim, lots of ramp. Tear Asunder, it's exile, artifact permanent. Jury, Mayhem Devil, Ping Ping Ping, Putrefy. These are kind of your uncommon, so typical Jun lands. And then you got lands, fetch lands, exile, escape tunnel, evolving wilds, theaters, the SNC. I can't remember what kind of lands they were, but anyway, they come into play and then they search for stuff. Oh, there's also a basic. You search for basic, put in play tag, but you have to sacrifice it immediately. The SNC lands. You've got waste, swamp, forest, and then you've got 4/4 beasts. So these double-sided tokens, you've got lots of beast tokens, insects tokens, copy tokens, and let's flip them around and see. Got pests for pest infestation, clue, golem, beast, elemental. All right, there you have it. The first land, Jun Falls. Are you excited? Which of the two decks are you looking forward to playing most? I am more of a Jeskai blue type player. Green's probably my least favorite color in Magic. I mean, I do play it if I have to, but I prefer playing blue and red. Is it probably my favorite color pairs? And yeah, I just like having access to card draw with blue. I mean, there is card draw in green as well. Not harmonized. Harmonized is fine, but you know, you got cards that like Beastmaster. What was that one? That if you got creature that enters the battlefield, you draw a card. Got Glimpse of. I'm gonna spoil my cards doing this. Glimpse of Nature, I think. Glimpse of... Anyway, played in Elves. So, this is more my style. Let's see what we got in this Counterintelligence deck. Zoom in a bit closer. Okay, here we go. Flagship Vessel, also Spacecraft as a commander. Ooh, is that me or did it come off out the back stretched? Anyway, whatever. It's got In Spirit Flagship Vessel. It's a Station 5/5 legendary. This can be your commander. Spaceship. Oh yes, a new rule. Spacecraft can now be your commander. Guess it's helmed by people, so technically get lead. 1+ crew at the beginning of your combat in your turn. Put your choice of a 1+1/+1 counter or 2 charge counters on up to one other target artifact, and then 8+ flying. Other artifacts you control of hexproof and indestructible. So it's sort of artifact deck. Secondary commander, Kilo, Apogee Mine, Jeskai colors, haste whenever it becomes tap, proliferate. So proliferate, very popular mechanic with guys like OG Atraxa. Patrolling Peacemaker, 2 and a White, this creature enters with 2+1/+1 counters whenever an opponent commits a crime. Committing a crime, if you remember, it came out in OTJ. If they target you commit a crime if they target an opponent, anything they control, and all cards in an opponent's graveyard, and then you proliferate. Got an Inside Engine, cool art by Gabble Labs. 2 is a 2 and a blue artifact, 2 tap, put charge counter on this artifact, then draw a card for each counter on it. Really powerful. Not quite One Ring level, but hey, this is pretty good. Yeah. Ulthros Research Craft. I opened a couple of these, 2 and blue spacecraft. 3, whenever you cast an artifact spell, draw a card. That's really good. Put a charge counter in this. So 0 mana artifacts trigger this as well. 12+, this gets +1/+0 for each artifact control. Depth Shaker Titan, 5 red. It's an artifact creature robot 5/5. When it ETBs any number of target non-creature artifacts control, become 3/3 artifact creatures, sack them at the beginning of end step. Each artifact control has melee, trample, and haste. Yeah. Wow, melee, whenever a creature melee attacks, it gets melee, it gets +1/+1 at the end of turn for each opponent you attack in combat. I think that is, hardly see that keyword. Got long range sensor, 2, and it looks like a probe droid. Whenever, well, it doesn't look like probe droid, but I guess it's like a probe droid. 2 and a red. Whenever you attack a player, put a charge counter on this artifact. You can pay 1 to remove 2 charge counters from this Discover 4. Discover was in Lost Commons of Ixalan. Got Moxite Refinery, 2 and a tap, remove X counters from an artifact or creature you control. Choose 1, only activate only sorcery, put X charge counter on the target artifact or X +1. So this is all about counters, +1/+1 on charge. Got Solar Array. Tap, add 1 mana of any color. When you next cast an artifact spell this turn, that spell gains Sunburst. So Sunburst, another old one, it goes back to 5th Dawn, I think. If it's a creature, Sunburst, it enters with +1/+1 counter on it for each color of mana spent and casted. Otherwise, it enters with that many charge counters. Lots of counters. Ozolith would be really good on this one. 3, Surge Conductor. Whenever another non-token creature artifact you control enters, proliferate. And then you've got the reprints, Boros ones for the Tango and Bicycle lands. Oh, nice reprints. Swan Song. This is a staple in EDH and CDH. New art here. Counter. Chaos Warp new art. Cloud Key has new art as well. Matt Stewart did this one. Oh, this is really cool. Wonder if you released the original art for this. Gavel of the Righteous. Is this new? Seems new. I might be wrong. I'm going to read this. Beginning of combat, your turn, put a charge counter on this equipment. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 for each counter on this equipment. As long as there's 4 more counters on it, equipped creatures double strike. Equip P3 or remove a counter. This is pretty strong. And then we've got our rare lands. It's got Pain lands and new art. Oh wait, why is there one random land and it goes into Angel Ruins, Fumigate. Oh, lots of board wipes. Kind of annoying, but yeah, they're expensive. Resourceful Defense, move counters. Oh, this is cute. Chrome Host Sea Shark, really cool. Cyberdrive Awakener. This is from the main set. They have some cards from the main EOE set. Deep Glow Skate. Embry is nice. Recursion. Kappa Cannoneer as well. Great reprint, even though it's just recently reprinted. MH3. This is nice. Phyrexian Metamorph. Still always strong to copy an effect, even though it used to have so much utility when you could copy the I can't remember, Dockside Extortionist. Pull from Tomorrow. Draw cards. Ripples of Potential. Tekutal, Inquiry, Dominus, and Flying. If you proliferate twice instead. Thought Monitor, draw cards. Universal Surveillance, improvise with draw cards. Chain Reaction, deals damage. Alibu, nice. This is Matt Stewart art again. Oops, sorry, knocked my camera. Got too excited. This artifact creatures haste. Got Joyra. Wake the Past, bring shit back. Astral Cornucopia from I can't remember one of the Theros or one of the gods. Crystalline Crawler, Dark Steel Reactors, Indestructible, Charge Counters. This is nice. It's a win a game thing. This is one of the win cons. It's indestructible, so you have to exile it. If you get 20 or more counters, you win. So this deck gives you quick, cheap, fast ways to put charge counters on stuff. Really needs Ozolith. Here's one nice reprint. Hangerback Walker, Lux Artillery, gains Sunburst, Lux Cannon, Steel Overseer, puts counters on stuff, creatures. And then threefold Thunderhawk, Titan Forge. You can see the theme is all about counters. We've got the Painlands, Filter, And then you've got Checklands, Exotic Orchard, Checklands, Bicycle Lands, and then Khan's Bastion, which is... And Microsynth Gardens is a nice one. Yeah, it's good reprint. More filter lands, pain lands. So, wow, look at the land base. I was saying that it's really strong these days. Lots of filter lands in to fix so you don't get frustrated. Spy of Industry, great reprint as well. Not a big fan of these. I'm waiting for the day when they actually replace these temples with the surveil lands. I guess they won't do that for the moment because it's still standard legal and it's going to crater the price. Although it will help people, you know, some of the surveil lands are very expensive now. Swords to Plowshares, a new art. Tezzeret's Gambit, draw cards, Thirst for Knowledge. These are new art. Tezzeret is back as one of the key planeswalkers. I think the key planeswalker in the set. Pentaprism Sunburst, new Sol Ring art, new Command Tower art. Dispatch. Yeah, so Tezzeret is the mythic card from the set that you want to pull. Theorem Sculptor, Experimenter Augury, Thrumming Bird, Enthusiastic Merchant, Core Tapper, Etched Oracle. Wow, this used to be played in Infinity and Modern. Can you believe that? No, sorry, that was Edge Champion, my bad. Everflowing Chalice, Golem Foundry, this is cool. Mindless Automaton, Soulguard Lantern. Value, you got Artifact Lands, this is a nice reprint. I hope they did the red ones as well. Great Funnels, yeah, because these are all Pauper playable as well. Some people think they're egregious, but I think they're fine. You got this Indestructible Pauper Lands as well. Nice, you got the blue, white, and red ones, the Jeskai colors, Cycling Lands, Indestructible Lands, and then you got your basics. And then let's look at the tokens. You got Golems, Gnomes, Golems, Incubate, and then Phyrexian 0/0 tokens. Topter's Bird token for that Swan Song. Really nice. Who did the art? Alessandro Pisano? Sorry, I can't really see. Got, oh, this is new. Got these counter punch outs for this deck because I guess this deck makes lots and lots of like counters. So you got, instead of +1/+1, it's +1 × 5. Guess you could still use dice, but nice. Nice touch by Wizards. So thank you. Really helpful for players. All right, thanks for sticking me towards the end here. Messy deck. I was just cleaning some stuff out. Let's get into these collector sample packs. I've got 2 of these. They come with 2 cards, generally at least 1 rare, and the other one could be an uncommon foil, I think, and a token card. I don't know if you can get the land, the Stellar Sites lands. Yeah, so they're not even shy about saying, you know, first hits free. This morning where that came from. Find exciting treatments like these in Edge of Eternities collector boosters. Got a rare Zoo Ifrit Osteoharmonist in extended art. I think it's showcase art. Do we get another rare? No. Uncommon foil, Melt Strider's Resolve. Alright, 1 rare. It's not too bad. It's not the land we're looking for. I don't know if you can get stuff like the Stellar Sites and SPGs in this one. I think you can only get main set cards in this. Still, extra, nice to have extra hits. Give us a mythic. No, it's just a rare. Pinnacle Star Cage. That's a reprint. Well, kind of. It's a replacement for a temporary lockdown. Get a second rare. No, uncommon. Biome Mechan Engineer. Alright, there you have it. Open up the 2 Commander decks. Tell me which of the 2 you are excited about and how your hits go. Do you like the set? Hate the set? Do you like going to space? I think it's interesting. Like the spacecraft. Alright, hope you have fun in your pre-release this weekend and with your hits as well. Take care. It's been fun. Bye.